And now, Jabroni Studios, in association with Big Herm Productions, is proud to present to you, recording from an undisclosed location in Oakdale, Connecticut, it's Chris Burns, it's Chris Lynch, this is Dysfunction Junction.
This week, we're going to take a little trip in the Wayback Machine, back to when CBS meant the Columbia Broadcasting System, when ABC meant the American Broadcasting Company, and when the M in MTV stood for music television. We're going to talk about music videos today. Lynch is going to pop a question that, what the fuck is on your head? Good Christ.
I'm not.
Welcome.
I don't
Welcome.
even know what I can do with that.
I do. Welcome to the crazy house where the crazies are running the show. Welcome to Dysfunction Junction.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Chris Burns here. With me as always. Unfortunate to hear about your relative that just passed away from Duck Dynasty. He is the one and only.
Yeah, I'm still mourning Chris Lynch.
And of course, the producer extraordinaire, the man with no hair. He is Big Herm, Michael P.S. Herman.
What is up? What is up?
So just before air, Lynch said he had something he wanted to throw at us. So throw away, Lynch. Throw away.
He wants to pop the question.
I'll pop a question. All right, so you guys are both management. And you work with groups of people.
Yep.
You have a good employee, comes into work early every day, so on time. Doesn't ask for much. What is your acceptable response to say, look, man, I know I have an audit coming up this week. We have an audit coming up this week. I got a funeral to go to Thursday. What would the acceptable response to you be to that employee?
Go.
Okay,
Go.
Chris. Okay. Herm?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess put it in. I don't know what to tell you. I can't do anything about that. That's
yeah.
So
life moves faster than business. There's not a situation on earth where it's not like a wedding where you had ample time to look, so-and-so's getting married on this date, which happened to me once. I put in for a date and they told me, no, it's the end of the quarter. I'm like, bitch, so I'm going to a wedding. And I didn't go because fuck my business. But yeah, funerals, that's my exception to the rule. You need a quick day off. That's my exception to the rule. You go take care of business.
So audit withstanding.
I don't know what company rules are, and now company rule could be.
Company rule is there is no rule.
Oh, all right. Well, then there is no rule. I mean, if there's a company rule in regard or a statute with it.
So if there were a question, would well, I guess you just have
my
to
only
suck it up.
question is it immediate family on the list? Because if it is immediate family on the list, I put you in for bereavement.
Bereavement. Okay.
Now that's the only reason I want to know.
This is another variable.
Is it immediate on the list? And if not, do you have the PTO so we can cover it at least for your paycheck? And then if not, well, you're just taking the fucking day, bro. I guess.
All right. So, not on the list. I guess you're just going to have to fucking suck it up. Be an appropriate response from somebody who has the title, some sort of manager in their job description.
No, even when somebody said that to me, the answer is no.
No, not on the list. Okay. You just there's no pay coverage for that. Unless you put in for PTO for it, but you can go. I can't stop you. It's a funeral. What am I supposed to do? If somebody above me decides that something has to come down on you, I'll take care of that afterwards. But okay.
See, to me, this is my perspective, and I'm sure you'll agree. That's not so much as at me asking for permission. This is me telling you, I'm not going to be here this day.
Mm-hmm.
It just be damned.
I'm the king of that.
I'm not going to be here that day, whether it's on the list or not. This is not me begging for permission. Why are you making it a situation where you have to ask someone, is that okay? I don't give a fuck about an audit. If I were hit by a fucking school bus that morning and couldn't show up for the audit, would you cancel the audit? Probably not. You'd continue on and move about your fucking business.
If your spleen exploded,
by me just saying, oh, by the way, I'm not going to be here on Thursday, the audit can continue. Nowhere and anywhere, fucking, I don't give a shit what company it is. Yes, there are certain rules. You have to abide by the rules of the company. And like you said, Herm, if there's repercussions after it, so be it. So fucking be it. But for somebody to have manager in their title to look at me straight in the eye and say, you're just going to have to deal with it. You can't have the day off. And I said, that's the answer you're sticking to? Are you sure about that?
Is that your final answer?
That was I said, you really want to stick with that answer? And I just turned around, went in the back room and said, this is fucking bullshit, and went about my business. So then immediately the rest of the day, now, I'm gonna actually call someone and ask questions. You have a manager in your fucking title. Your direct response should be, let me make a couple phone calls. Thank you for telling me. Maybe we can get the audit moved.
Let me
maybe I can do to help you.
Bingo. That was going to be what I was about to say. Let me help you.
This person demands respect instead of earning it.
Nope. And
that's the kind of constant attitude that I just don't appreciate. If you want, I will give respect when it's deemed. I will respect the position. I don't have to respect that person. I will show them the respect that they deserve to a point in a certain position. If I don't respect you as a person, you're not going to get any more ounces out of me until you prove that you can earn that respect with me. And I expect people to treat me the same way. But for me to be told, you're just going to have to be fucking suck it up and deal with it, basically. Move along, crybaby. I got my own fucking problems. That's unacceptable.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
And if anybody who's watching this or ever has to do anything like this, be your own. I say it all the time. You have to be your own fucking advocate and rock the apple cart every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually rocked the apple cart this morning and got a conversation started. That's how things get solved and resolved. I'm still not going to be there.
It's, if I can just interject, sometimes it's not so much upsetting the apple cart, although it is good to do sometimes to just show that complacent jackasses with a title need to be brought back down to earth.
I'm not going to roll over and just accept that as an answer because that's an unacceptable answer.
Correct.
If I told that to one of my employees that worked for me at the Sun, I would expect to be talked to.
Oh yeah, you'd be policy 27 in the next 25 minutes. And just for shits and gigs, like I was talking about last week, or was it the week before? We were right here in these chairs. You know, I don't call out. I go to work not sick, but not feeling great, where others would call out and hide under a blankie and watch fucking soap operas and Drew Carey's Price is Right. I go to work a half hour early every fucking day. I build up that rapport. So when I tell somebody 2 months in advance, or in the case of when my father passed away, I'm flying out tonight. This is happening. I'm not awaiting your permission. I'm letting you know I will be back when this resolves itself. And they all went, okay.
No, I can totally understand if it's just because I felt like having a day off. If they tell me no, they tell me no.
Yeah, you're not going to Six Flags. You're going to a fucking funeral.
Nope, you've known about this for months. I'm sorry, I can't just give you the day off. Okay, fine. I accept that. Mm-hmm. That's acceptable. But extenuating circumstances are extenuating circumstances. And I'm not just saying this because it's me. I'm saying this to anybody who has ever been put in that position. Don't ever fucking accept bullshit responses like that for an answer. And to just be gaslit to make it think that you're wrong for even uttering those words. Fuck that. Fight for yourself. Be your own advocate. And that's it for me.
I will see your gaslit, but I will use a different word for it. This is a power play. This is someone. I have a title. I have the power, and I'm going to exert that power. And you will fall suit. You will fall in line. You will follow suit, and you will just get in line with the rest of the sheep and walk forward.
No, I don't do that. Sorry.
Exactly. Nobody should.
Especially when if I was making an unreasonable or absolutely outlandish request, absolutely, I'd expect that as a fucking result. But this kind of shit happens every day, and it's just, how did you get there? How did you get to that position?
In the last, oh God, I can go back to Mohegan Sun days. So I started Mohegan Sun around 99. So we'll just go back the last 26 years. I have watched people keep their job, call out constantly. And if I asked for a day off for something, well, we really need you. That's great. I'm giving you a month's notice, telling you on this day, I'm not going to be here. Find a way. Unless everybody on earth has PTO at this time and I'm your only option, show me. But I'm not going to be here. One way or the other, you're going to approve it, or I'm going to call in. At the Sun, you use a personal excused absence. At the other job, they had a different word for it. Even now, I've never called out once. But I have told them, hey, on these particular days, plan around me. I'm not going to be here. Because I've built up, much like you've built up, I know your work ethic, dude. You've built up that quality of service to where you kind of have some wiggle room to tell them, yes, no, maybe so, I'm not going to be here. Please plan around. But you probably give them ample time. A funeral is a different story. They should not be. I don't give a fuck about an audit.
It's just it's a constant struggle with this person. And it's a perfect example of being promoted and failing upward. They give them a position just to shut them. They give them the position just to shut them the fuck up. And then once they get the slightest bit of power, it's just abused all the time.
Because they think they're the king now.
I said this to my my very first supervisor at the Mohegan Sun when I was on grave shift and surveillance. He said, I'm the supervisor. I said, you're just a dick in a tie. That's the only thing that separates you and me. You're an asshole that wears a tie, who talks to people like shit. And it set him back.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you don't talk to people like that. You don't talk down to them. You want to get quality work out of people, you uplift them up. Sometimes there's absolutely there are situations where you have to react. Sometimes the words aren't pretty. Herm will tell you, in a kitchen, shit isn't fucking PC. You've got to act. But when the situation warrants, where it's maybe your employee's having a hard time because he doesn't understand, this is where you put on your cape and be a super fucking supervisor and teach that person something. Don't just fucking demand respect and expect that you have a manager in your title. I'm gonna fucking just bow down and worship the ground you walk on every time you walk by me twice on a Sunday. Fuck you.
That's why some of the shittiest teams in sports win
what little respect I had left. What little respect I had for this person, very little, gone.
Understood. That's why some of the shittiest players, some of the shittiest teams in sports win championships, because they kick their own asses to please that coach, to work that game plan, and they end up with a trophy.
We've talked about this before. A team that is on paper isn't that great, but it's because they respect the boss.
And they do what they're told, and they do it because they believe in the person telling them this is the game plan. It will work.
They love the game. Anyway, Let's get on to the topic this week. Music videos. What the fuck happened to them?
Certain bands are still making them. Certain artists are still making them. I saw completely by accident because I fell asleep watching some music videos the other night. And I was watching, it was like Ghost. I have a shuffle of things that I like. And then Miley Cyrus's Heart of Glass came up and I fell asleep, but I woke up to something called a JoJo Siwa.
Yeah, whatever that is.
And she looked like a cross between Gene Simmons and a Power Ranger villain. And she was singing something about karma's a bitch and I should have stuck it up your ass sideways or something. But it got me thinking about it. She is an odd duck, but she can sing her ass off. I don't dislike her. I don't dislike her.
She's a very talented singer. I will give her that.
But I wondered where the music video went. It was like the number one thing for 20, 30, almost into the 2000s. So we'll talk about 30 years where people got excited for a new music video, and then MTV became whatever it became. VH1 took up the mantle. Now VH1, I don't even think exists anymore.
I was just going to ask. I could have done this research pre-show. Does VH1 even still exist? Because I don't see it on any. I don't see it on YouTube TV. I don't see it on my Hulu. Like
they had for a while, up through and including about, I'd say 10 years ago, VH1 Classic, which played things like That Metal Show or Cribs. They just took a lot of the older stuff and put it back into your lap, which was fun. I mean, Behind the Music was picked up by Paramount, which is now on your Paramount streaming service. You can get Behind the Music.
I mean, MTV any given day now is reruns of Big Bang Theory, Ridiculousness. I don't even know if TRL's still a thing. I
doubt it.
I mean, I have a theory. Well, not a theory, but it's just what I've observation of what happened to MTV and the like.
Go ahead.
And I can't accidentally on purpose find a music video unless I search it. Like Extreme, they still make music videos. That last album,
it's owned by Paramount and under the by MTV Entertainment under the group unit of Paramount.
Okay.
Networks.
Okay. So it's still a thing.
MTV Films is still a thing. They just co-promoted with Paramount and someone else the last Beavis and Butthead movie.
Well, see, and this is where it goes into my observation. MTV, it premiered 1981. The Buggles, Video Killed the Radio Star. Big fucking deal.
Oh yeah.
And then here comes the wave of the VJ, the video jockey, Martha Quinn, JJ Jackson. Who was the blonde guy there? Alan
Hunter.
Alan Hunter.
Who was the curly-headed guy? Mark, what's his nuts?
Yeah, I can never remember his name. But you had those guys, and they were on your television.
Nina Blackwood.
I like Nina. I love Nina. You had these same group of 5 or 6 people every afternoon when you got out of school on every day of the week. From about 3 o'clock till 5 o'clock, they played just music, almost uninterrupted. Music videos with a couple commercials here and there. And then this thing called The Real World happened. And that was in
Mark Goodman, by the way. Sorry.
Mark Goodman. The real world. This is my observation. Yeah, I said JJ.
You did.
The Real World, which I think premiered in like 93, 94.
Somewhere on there.
Was the end of MTV from birth till that date. They found
it was the beginning of the end. I'll give you that.
They found markets. And just prior to that, they started finding the genre markets. Yo MTV Raps, 120 Minutes. What was their metal show?
Headbangers Ball.
Headbangers Ball with Ricky Rockman.
Yep.
So they figured out that these genre kids liked watching an hour or two of their own type of music. Yo MTV Raps was a great platform. They sprung a lot of artists out of there, and they would open up the rap culture to kids that probably really wouldn't listen to it.
They played Yo MTV Raps after the daily Headbangers Ball, which was the Hard 60. And it was the funniest thing to watch the Scorpions or Paul Stanley or some heavy metal guy going, hey, we got videos coming up by Whitesnake, Metallica, Iron Maiden, but in 30 minutes we got Yo MTV Raps with Dr. Dre and Ed Lover, and they're gonna give you LL Cool, and you just watch these guys promoting the other show, and it was hilarious to watch as they're stumbling over the names of these rap artists.
So as each evolution of MTV came, they got less and less away from their roots. And then you have Beavis and Butthead. That was a huge phenomenon. Well, be it the controversies with some of the episodes, or just the crude humor. I don't want my kid watching that. I thought it was the funniest fucking thing on the planet when I was that age.
Fuck yeah.
I mean,
I still think it's fucking funny.
And then going into the 2000s with your TRLs and all this other shit, the music videos became secondary. Music videos stopped being important to promote the music, because kids going into the 2000s had more options. I could go to the mall and buy the CD. Okay. The same could be true for the early MTV. I can go to I can go to Caldor's and buy that record for $9 or $3 in the cutout bin. But you got more options.
Mm-hmm.
And then the wave of Napster in the early 2000s and Kazaa and LimeWire and all those things that destroyed the music business, that upset Lars Ulrich to the core.
Fuck Lars Ulrich.
Kids didn't want to watch their music. They wanted to hear it because things were portable. MP3 players came out. Everybody had a Walkman. So I don't want to watch my music. I want to listen to my music. So everything that was old became new again. They went back to the CDs. They went back to records. They went back to taping off the radio. MTV became irrelevant because music was present everywhere. Became present everywhere. And
without
then
knowing
2006, 2007, the evolution of the iPod. Boom! I got all the music I want right in the palm of my hand. I don't need to ever turn the TV on. And the bands that were putting out music videos were the ones that were desperate for attention, which was true for a very big portion of the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Like Alien Ant Farm, they always had a video. Hoobastank always had a video. Blink-182 always had a video. But it was only there because it was in the contract. You got to do videos. Why?
Right, and the pop divas of the late '90s, Britney, Christina, a couple of the others, continued to put out videos, and I'm guessing it's probably the same reason. The boy bands until they died out.
It was all the same genre of music, and there was like grunge was huge for that chunk of 5 years. Then came the late '90s, like you said, Christina, Britney, then all the boy bands, and then all these mainstream rap artists and all the pop rap artists. That's all you saw. People wanted options. So now the iPod, I got every genre of music I ever want in my fucking pocket, all in one place. So they were like, well, nobody's watching us now for our music videos. And then comes MTV Productions, owned by Viacom. A lot of money behind them. They start throwing shit at TV shows, movies, more reality television. It's just everything became so irrelevant to what they were trying to do and pioneer in the 80s, was putting music first and foremost to the masses. And they saw the money wasn't with music. The money was in entertainment. Mm-hmm. It became less of music oriented and more entertainment oriented. I cannot tell you, and I'm being honest, the last time I saw a music video on MTV, and I've tried on purpose to find one. I can't. It's ridiculousness or the Big Bang Theory. That's all I ever find.
I haven't put MTV on my dial in years.
There's a couple in the bedroom on the Roku. All right. There's an old school R&B videos channel, and there's
those I love. I love those, but they're not MTV. They're just videos that they have.
Oh no, this is a nice curated channel. It's nice, and it changes and rotates. It's good shit. But I'm not watching videos when those videos are on the TV.
You're just listening to it's noise.
Yeah, it's noise and light to help while having sex.
Oh dear God!
It's true. I don't watch the videos. I'm very busy with other entertainment. But that's it. That particular station.
You just want to know where to position your tongue.
I like the selection of videos they play and the songs that are in that rotation. So it's nice. It provides a little light. It's some music. It's the right tone. It's perfect. Mwah. But I don't watch the TV, baby. I ain't watching the TV.
All right. What everybody, not everybody, what we're missing about the music videos, that in the late 70s when it became a thing and you'd see them on what was that Casey Kasem's Top 10 Countdown on Saturday afternoon, you had Friday night videos. It was a promotional tool. We have an album coming out. We are the Seminefrius Tubulorio Buttnoids, and we have an album coming out on May 1st.
Oh, I like those guys.
It's the middle of April, and here's our new video. This is the first single off the album. Take a listen, take a watch, and you watch the video. And sometimes they tell a story, sometimes it's just the band playing, but it was a great promotional tool. But
because we couldn't all go to see, say, Michael Jackson at a concert.
Correct. But
we could all watch him do his new moves in his new video when that came out.
The Saturday Night Concert series was amazing. Kiss, Van Halen, Michael Jackson, Madonna, you name it. They did a Saturday Night Concert special on these artists. And you had everything you wanted right in front of you. But as the computer age came in, and I'll say around when I first started picking videos off of the internet, you had to go to either the artist web page. When YouTube came along and Vitalife and all of these sites, you could just look up your favorite music video if they were putting any more out. If not, you just go back and watch the old shit. I'll watch Separate Ways, Worlds Apart, where the guy's playing a keyboard on nothing. But that was a great promotional tool. Here's the video, here's the song. I remember as videos became more and more popular, I hear a song.
Those old videos.
They're fucking great.
Now remembering them, because it's amazing. There wasn't cordless technology for another 30 fucking years, but every performance video ever in any video, nothing had a cord.
No, if you weren't one of the bigger bands, you didn't have wireless.
Right. But still, concert videos, and it's a concert. Sure, it is. Nobody's plugged in. That's how concerts work. Even somebody's got to be plugged in somewhere.
Yeah, if you weren't, I remember watching.
Keyboards are always fucking plugged in. Always.
I remember
fucking big band video is like, no, there's no plug in.
I remember watching ZZ Top on a Saturday night concert, and the microphones were hardwired, but the guitars, when they turned around, you saw the bullet pack. Yeah, they had the pack that was a wireless pickup, so you could do that. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Some of those bands that were out there, I watched a Huey Lewis Saturday night concert. Everybody was wired in. You saw Huey Lewis with the cord wrapped around his hand so he wouldn't drop the microphone, and the whole time doing the same move to every song. It's like every song had the same beat. But Huey Lewis is not on my list.
That was the Huey move.
The Huey move. That's right. So we're gonna get into the list now that we're a half hour in. We said 6. I think I said 6, but I have 12 artists here that I'd like to go over. I don't know how many Lynch has or if Herm has any. Feel free to chime in if you're out there. These are music videos we love and music videos we hate, and I've got them broken down by artists. So, Lynch, if you want to start, feel free.
One that I love and I'll always love is Black or White by Michael Jackson.
Nice.
I'm a closet MJ fan. I like all his music. Talented guy, surrounded himself with amazing instrumentalists.
Mm-hmm.
But that video, it was a pretty revolutionary at the time with the morphing at the end and all that shit.
Yes.
And when you watch the Michael Jackson video, you were watching Hollywood quality fucking stuff.
Yeah, he's on my list. He's on my list.
Be it Thriller, Beat It, you name it. Any song that it was a big hit for him, the music video was going to be visually and just sometimes emotionally entertaining. But yeah, he's most of his catalog were really good music videos, music videos, and they were relevant. Usually told a little bit of a story, sometimes. And it was relevant to the tone and the theme of the song. But that's one of my favorite ones.
Okay.
Of all time. All
right. I have Michael Jackson on my list, so I'll hit them both up. I absolutely loved the video for Smooth Criminal. The way it was done, the old gangster thing, the lean, everything about that video, like you said, Hollywood quality. He just, again, like you said, he put his heart and his soul in it, and he put his money where his mouth was. I'm going to make something you're never going to forget. On the hateful side, I love the song, but I very much hate the video for Leave Me Alone. He's just in that little box car and he's flying through, and you just see the headlines behind it. It's like you have all these fantastic videos.
What was the song he did with his sister Janet?
Scream.
Love that video.
Absolutely.
That's a great song too.
Absolutely. 1000%. You will not get an argument on me. There are very few things by Michael Jackson musically that I dislike. On the video, again, Leave Me Alone was the first thing that popped to my mind after I'm like, oh, Smooth Criminal is easily my favorite. I really don't like Leave Me Alone. I couldn't think of another one because I love all the videos. I even like those cinematic bullshits like Bad and Thriller and all of that. I can deal with Rock With You, which was him on a green screen. But that was 1979. Yeah.
Off the wall, baby.
It was the best I could do with the times and the technology.
Tito, stop teasing.
Jermaine, lower the boom. It's not picking up my vocals. All right. Herm, you got anything for this list, or are you going to just sit back and commentate?
I'm going to commentate. I mean, like, I like Peter Gabriel's Shock the Monkey video.
I got Peter Gabriel on my list, but Shock the Monkey didn't make it.
He's on my list.
Ooh. Might as well let's take Peter Gabriel next then.
Yeah.
All right, I'll roll mine out.
Yeah, you roll.
Music videos, they don't always have to be big productions. Sometimes the bigger the production, the shittier the video. I love the simplicity and the punch of Salisbury Hill. That to me is the perfect Peter Gabriel video. The song is amazing, and it gets the point across. My hate is a tie. I hated Sledgehammer, and I hated Big Time. Hated.
I love.
Those are my two favorite.
I love Big Time simply because it's all cut and paste, and it's the amount of work that was required to make that video would just from a producer and oh man.
There are certain videos on my list that are over the top and
chickens.
Right, they're over the top, but they fit the mood of the song and everything. Peter Gabriel was just doing shit and to do shit back then because he could. There. Yeah. And it made an impact. I love those songs. No one's going to tell me Sledgehammer or Big Time aren't catchy tunes and aren't some of his top 10 material. Dude, but I hate the videos.
If I played it right now, you'd stop. Yeah, for real.
Oh yeah,
for real.
No doubt, but I love the songs. As I said, I didn't like the videos, but the art and the time and the energy it took to make them. Whoever made them is a goddamn genius.
So that's funny is that those are my two favorite Peter Gabriel songs videos. I mean, like Herm's point. I'm like fascinated with special effects. I was fascinated with special effects when I was younger, and so I liked that kind of like. I want to know how it's done. I want to know how the soup is made. You know what I mean? And there were small short documentaries about how they made those videos, and I would watch those too as a companion piece. Oh yeah, I know how they did that. They did this, and this here. So I was, of course, shut up, dork. We just want to watch the video. Okay, I'm just telling you. That's how they did it. You know, I was that kid. You know, I want to know how the soup is made, and I can appreciate it for that. I really can't say there's a. In Your Eyes, I didn't like that video because it's a clip video from the fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
Love the song. I'm going to go out on a hill and say, to me, there is no such thing as a bad Peter Gabriel song. That's just me.
You damn bastard.
Those two songs, Herm, and you know it, you don't even have to get into the first full measure. You hear the intro of that song, and then the other song, immediately what song is coming up next.
Oh, of course.
So you get amped. I love songs like that, where all you need to do is hear half a beat, and you're like, oh, I know what's coming on.
And you're ready. You're ready to belt out that first note. It's like, something about a steam tray. You just have fun with it. No one said they're bad songs. Please don't misunderstand. They're not bad songs. I just again, it's not even that they were overplayed videos, because they weren't. They were in heavy rotation, but it's not like a Def Leppard fucking Pour Some Sugar on Me that you saw every 22 minutes.
See those. All right, I'm gonna throw this out here. Those are the type of videos I didn't like, where it's just them standing on the stage miming their performance.
Sometimes I like them, and sometimes I don't.
With the exception of a few. There's the exception of a few, and I'll throw one of the exceptions out there next. Is it's kind of a hybrid. It's Metallica's One.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the performance piece, and there's also the behind. Like the
Johnny Got His Gun.
Johnny Got His Gun piece.
I remember Metallica on my list.
I remember the very first time I saw that video when it premiered. I videotaped it so I could watch it later, and it was a 15 to 20 minute to do, because the first time they aired that, they aired a very large chunk of that movie before the video started to give you context.
Yep.
To give you context, and they kind of interspliced it into the mainstream video that they later released, and that is one of the hardest music videos to find. Is the first run of Metallica's One, the initial premiere piece,
the initial premiere extended version. Yeah,
probably one of my favorite music videos ever.
Nice.
One by Metallica I didn't like. What's that goofy fucking song they did for Mission Impossible?
I Disappear.
I
forgot about. I love this. I love the song. I hate the video.
I don't like the song.
Oh, it is what it is.
All right. I liked the song until I didn't, because that was the overplayed song.
Sounds like my
because
first
it was.
box.
I liked it until I didn't.
Basically, yeah. All right, I'll stick to Metallica. The video I love. I almost chose one, but I chose a later one. And by later, I mean from the second to last album. From Hardwired to Self-Destruct, I have Now That We're Dead, which is it's a performance, them in like a room. But the beginning of it is the camera is wheeling up the ramp, and you see them opening the song. There's a little bit of light, light change, and not a lot of artsy fartsy shit, but it's just four guys playing a song, and it's heavy. And
I've never seen the video.
Look it up. It's a really decent video. The best part about it, and I said it when I reviewed the album back when, the star of the show is Lars Ulrich, strangely enough, in that video and on that album. His drumming was phenomenal, which is hard to say because Lars Ulrich is a passable drummer. But you watch in the video, you watch his toms and his hi-hats bounce when he's hitting them, and it's great. He wasn't miming the track. He was pounding.
Those are the performance pieces I like, is when you can actually see them hitting strings and pounding the shit out of the tom-toms and the snare drum, where they're actually playing the song.
The tight open, and because it's Metallica, the open is like 1 minute and 4 seconds long. They do tight shots of their hands on the fretboard, tight shots of their hands near the pickups. For Lars, they show him hitting the snare, and the kick drum vibrating, the cover vibrating, and it's just really fucking good. One that I don't like. I love, again, these are songs that I like, but they made shitty videos. That artsy fartsy shit during Load, Until It Sleeps, where everybody's wearing goofy makeup and there's monkeys and spiders and Cleopatra and all that bullshit. What does that have to do with the fucking song?
I'm not a fan of Unforgiven either, the video.
With the old guy? Oh, no, the old guy was insane. Oh, no, I know what you're talking about. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that video.
That one.
Flowers.
In Italy. You too.
You too can watch Flowers.
Flowers in Italy. She moves in mysterious ways. All right, I'm going to throw a band out there.
Her name is Thoughts.
I'm going to throw an artist out there. Prince. Only because I know Herm will chime in. Love Prince. I can't think of. I thought of one bad video, and by bad I mean like ridiculously bad. And it's a song I'm not a fan of. But what video did I love? Again, it's a stage performance. It's Prince and Sheena Easton with "You Got the Look." Fantastic fucking video. Sheena Easton could stand on the screen and read the what do they call it? The emergency broadcast system warning, and I would have watched it as a kid. But to see them working together on a stage like they would in a concert, fan-fucking-tastic. What video did I hate? Man, that's too easy. Fuck Bat Dance.
I'll give you that one. I'm not a fan of that one either. My favorite Prince music video is the one for Purple Rain.
Ooh, I disqualified that because it was more movie clips than anything else.
Yeah, but I can appreciate it for the fact that the performance he gives in the movie was performed live.
Yes.
That wasn't overdubbed or mimed. He performed that live.
Right.
And
Good on
it's
him.
fucking a phenomenal fucking performance. I'll go the late 80s, 90s route with a band. Extreme.
Ooh, they almost made my list, but I couldn't think of one that I really hated. Other than Wholehearted.
One of their current songs that I actually know the music video for is Rise. I think that's a really good video.
That is good shit.
And a great song. My least favorite Extreme music video of all time is More Than Words.
Yeah, I didn't like that one either, but I
It was
thought
gay. It was gay the first time I saw it. I'm sorry. And when I first time I saw Jack Black and Jimmy Fallon like ape that, that's exactly what I thought when I saw it the first time in 1989. The first time I saw that video, that's what was playing in my head. Was like like an SNL skit.
I didn't like Wholehearted because first of all, I didn't like the song, and secondly, they're just on like this sidewalk in Boston with little kids playing around it. Sound of my own song by my side, bang 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 bang. I hate that fucking song. Wow, Extreme, nice call.
Can't be.
All right, Herm, you get to choose.
The Nelson.
The Nelson, which Nelson video?
All of them.
My Love and Erection. Oh, I'm
no, Love and Affection was a shit video, but I did like the one for More Than Ever.
I only know the one song.
Do I love you? Oh, okay. Herm, you get to pick. Yeah, they had two.
Okay.
Oh, they had three after the rain too. But I like More Than Ever. I still sing that in the car. Herm, you get to pick. Are we going heavy metal, rock and roll, pop, or rap?
Let's go pop.
Pop. Okay. You may not call it pop. I call it pop. ZZ Top. I've got on my list. ZZ Top were the king of videos in the 80s. My favorite of them all. My favorite of them all. Sharp Dressed Man.
Rough boy.
That's my favorite ZZ Top.
That's not my favorite song. It's my favorite video.
That's my favorite video.
Yeah, my favorite video. My favorite song doesn't have a video, and that's Under Pressure. Fucking love that song. My least favorite video is Sleeping Bag. That was just the goofiest shit.
Loved that.
I love the song. Oh, I'm still in the car singing Sleeping Bag, but I hated the video.
Favorite video would have to be Velcro Fly.
Oh yeah, that's a great video.
Their tune-up of Viva Las Vegas produced a great video too.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good too. What are you doing? What kind of violent shit are you? Put that down.
We've got violence behind the scenes, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Herm's about to be murdered live on air.
No, I got guns in it. I got guns all over the place. I'm good. I'm good right in the fucking desk. I'm good.
We're already TV 14, so it's all good. We're TV 14.
I got guns hidden behind guns.
We're TVMA. Come on, man.
Right.
Look, it clearly states when I post this that this is not. We are not for children.
Correct. All right. You got an artist you want to hit up there, Lynch?
I'll go pop. Early pop. Well, like early for us. The Bangles.
Ooh. Go ahead. I'm going to write mine down.
Hazy Shade of Winter.
That would have been my favorite.
That's a great favorite video. My least favorite video is Walk Like an Egyptian.
Why?
Again, I liked it till I didn't because it was every day.
So gay.
You could set your clock by that video.
To Susanna
At 3:35
just moving
every afternoon.
And doing the dude when she did the
eyes.
No, this one, walk like an Egyptian. That was,
and your thing went dink,
and her tongue went down, and your dick went up. That's Jesus Christ. What is wrong?
Eternal Flame was a shitty video. I'll give you
that. That's
another shitty video.
Jerk off to that at all.
Now, don't get me wrong. I can appreciate Susanna Hoffs. I think she's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And that's what I like about her the most is her eyes.
Sure,
like she's looking
at
her
your legs,
soul.
And her hips, and her lips.
No, she's kind of scrawny. She's built very
Dude,
scrawny.
I'll bet. I don't care.
I'm all right with that. I've been known to break a new toy right out the box.
I haven't broken this one out in 20. I have not broken this phrase out in 25 years. I bet her pancreas is sexy.
Probably. It's just her. She's just a sexy woman.
Yeah, she is.
Still,
and even now she looks good. And she's like 62 and she looks fucking amazing.
Hell
all
yeah.
Right. Since most of these left are rock, I'm going to go with a rap artist. I'm going with LL Cool J. Made some amazing videos back in the day, but for me, there's nothing better than the video for Going Back to Cali. Black and white, well shot, very avant-garde art film type, Art Nouveau, if you will. Fantastic video. I love the song, but I hated the video because it looked like every other video in the 90s Phenomenon. It just looked like you could insert that video to a Limp Bizkit song or to this band or this artist. Jamiroquai, everything looks the same. It became like, how close to 9 Inch Nails, who will come up again? How close to a 9 Inch Nails video can we get?
For me, one of my favorite rap videos was Public Enemy, Bring the Noise.
With or without Anthrax?
Without Anthrax.
Okay.
Their version of Bring the Noise.
Good.
Great fucking song, great video. Raw. Very raw. 2 Live Crew is on my list too.
Really?
Me So Horny. It's Me So Horny is probably one of the funniest fucking music videos. And Digital Underground. I loved 90s rap. I fucking loved Digital Underground. The Humpty Dance that's like, to me, Chef's Kiss 90s rap video right there.
All right.
I can appreciate me some De La Soul. Me, Myself, and I. Great fucking video.
Nice.
De La Soul is criminally underrated. Criminally.
Yes.
They're not just rap. They're soul, jazz, fusion, funk. They're everything, man.
What was the video, Herm, that Beavis and Butthead did a thing on? It was what was his name? God damn it. The guy who did Baby Got Back. Mix-a-Lot. And the girls were riding around on bicycles on one of those indoor bicycle tracks. And he's just in the middle with the big booty girls dancing and having a good time. I'm going to get it on camera and take your picture. And then I'm going to... Fuck. You should know this shit.
I wasn't crazy big on Sir Mix-a-Lot. He had a couple of tracks that I liked, but yeah,
Baby Got Back. Everybody knows that song and video, so it doesn't make the list.
Yeah, I liked the shit that was never released because you couldn't release it to the radio.
Understood.
The stuff was too dirty.
Yes,
right.
and very violent.
Violent.
Good
My
point,
favorite
good
song
point.
off that Baby Got Back album was The Jack Back.
I don't think I remember. If I heard it, I'd remember it.
Mm-hmm. That album's pretty good. That song's good.
Yeah.
A band that came up, I don't remember what Megan and I were watching the other night. I think it was on YouTube, but Body Count.
Ooh!
Cop Killer.
Cop Killer.
Almost immediately banned.
Within weeks.
Nah, dude, it was within days. That was
So the
to
video
pull off.
kind of stayed out there, but they heavily edited the video.
Well, and then they completely edited the album. They
Mhm.
completely removed the track from the album.
I still have my original cassette and CD.
I have my original CD. It's over there in my record collection. In pristine condition, and I have the vinyl that was given to me by somebody I knew in the radio industry.
Nice.
So that's a nice little match pair right there. One of my favorite rap
I do
albums of all time.
have to give a thumbs down to Body Count though. Again, love the song. The video was terrible. The winner loses.
Yeah, I can
The
see
video,
that.
yeah, the song is fantastic.
No great shakes. No great shakes
No, exactly.
for video.
I have to throw my favorite band under the bus because we all know there are 200, 280, 300 Kiss songs. I hate 3 of them, but they do have a video that I hate. The video that I love, oh, it's a masterpiece. Equal parts band and storytelling is unholy. Fantastic video.
That's one of my favorite Kiss
The one that I
songs of all
hate,
time.
the video that I hate is a song that I love. When I hear it live, I am out of my seat, standing on top of my seat, stomping like a 4-year-old who just got their cookies taken away from them. Tears are falling. Get the fucking neon out of my rock video.
Yeah, I know.
They look like a packet of highlighters with guitars. Fuck. I didn't even think it was cool in the 80s. I'm like, who are these chicks and where's Kiss? Tears are falling.
Sticking with the metal vein, one of my favorite videos, pretty early on MTV, was Living Color, Cult of Personality.
Nice, yes.
And then their follow-up was Glamour Boys. Great song, not a great video.
Yeah, if I had Living Color on my list, that would have been my shittiest video. Although I did like the video for was it Type, which was a fantastic tune.
Yeah.
Where they're playing in a junkyard and the story pieces are elsewhere. But yeah, it was fantastic. But yeah, Glamour Boys was terrible. Absolutely terrible. All right. Most of the rest of mine are rock. So Herm, pick a number between 1 and 5.
7.
4. That brings us to Ozzy Osbourne. The video I love. It was the first Ozzy video I ever saw. Everything pales in comparison. Bark at the Moon. Great song. Great story. The whole Jekyll and Hyde thing. He's got the monster out there. Oh, no. Please stop. God, they look so terrible. And Gene's wig, and that is a wig because he had just come off filming a movie. Gene's wig is horrible.
Oh God, yeah. Well, they just pulled it off the racket like fucking Bradley's.
He looked like a 6'5" B. Arthur. So yeah, Bark at the Moon. Everything pales in comparison. You have to live up to that to make my list. The one I hate. Again, it's a very 9 Inch Nails-ish video, but I love the song. The video for Perry Mason.
Yeah.
Fantastic fucking tune. But this was that song came out in 95. Every video that came out in 95 looked just like this. Wait, didn't I mention Phenomenon earlier? Yeah, that's why. Fuck them. You're Ozzy. You should not be huddled in a corner like you're scared. You should be scaring someone else. Even now, at 204 years old, if Ozzy walks into my house and does anything but do the Ozzy face, he's getting out of the house right now. Fuck him. No drugs for you.
Remember the Ozzy face?
Oh, yeah. It's the only thing he does remember. He doesn't remember the English language. He remembers the face. Sharon!
Sharon!
So I'm gonna throw an artist and a video out there that I have no worst for.
Okay.
This band is just awesome. Anything they do is awesome.
Oh.
is
I'll be
typo
the judge of
negative.
that.
Taylor Swift.
Typo negative Christian woman.
Oh. Not my
Followed-
favorite. Not my favorite.
Followed by, if I were to do back-to-back songs from that era, would be Rob Zombie Thunder Kiss.
Mm.
Because those two songs, when I used to go to the club up on the sub base, before the club actually officially opened, and you could filter in and find your corner and get your drinks, they would play rock and roll like that or metal like that. And those were the first two songs they always played back to back. They do Thunder Kiss and Christian Woman.
Nice. Before I get to my next artist, I will take your two artists. My favorite typo negative video used to be Black Number One until I found the video for Everything Dies.
That's a great
The
video.
lyrics
too.
are fantastic, but the video is just tremendous. And I'm gonna take Zombie out of White Zombie, and I'm gonna go to Rob Zombie. The video for Sick Bubblegum.
Never seen it.
Oh, it's awesome. Fucking amazing. All right. Because somebody brought it up a couple weeks ago, I'm bringing Van Halen to the table. The video I love, I think we all were in agreement. Pound Cake.
Mm-hmm.
Starting with the drill, the auditions to be the next video girl, the stage, the lighting, everything about it was great. The video I hate, same record, Right Now. Don't bring your politics into the music. I don't care what Ed's doing. I don't care that someone is using a condom. I don't care that someone's eating a sandwich. Fuck you and Right Now. I hate that. Hate that fucking video. The song, incredible stuff.
Here's just one I just fucking hate. I just fucking hate it. Is Beach Boys Kokomo.
I just hate the song and the video.
Yeah, the video can go piss itself.
Well, there you have it.
Back into the late 90s, early 2000s, there was that run of Sinead O'Connor did it first, where it's just her in the center of the screen singing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I just added somebody to the list. Go ahead.
And everybody from there on would like their one ballad or their one really emotional song would just be a shot of them.
Phil Collins did it first. With
It's just
In the Air Tonight.
In the Air Tonight. I'm talking that was pre-MTV though, wasn't it?
No, it was like right
was that 82?
After it started. What, In the Air Tonight? 83, 84.
Because you got to remember, a lot of British bands did music videos before music videos were cool.
Right.
Queen, Black Sabbath, Jethro Tull, all those guys from Britain were doing videos that they would play on television.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
the Def Leppard
original-
EP had a video.
The original Bohemian Rhapsody video was not for MTV. It was just a performance piece
Yeah.
that they filmed. Well, not performance, but choreographed
Mm-hmm.
that they would play on Top of the Pops or whatever the fuck they have over there in Britain.
Right.
When MTV was still playing music videos, there was a band called The Fray and How to Save a Life.
What a great fucking tune.
Good song. I don't want to see that powder milking motherfucker for 5 minutes stare me in the face. I'm sorry. That guy creeps me the fuck out.
But you're okay with Peter Steele, as you can see up his nostrils. Forgive her, for she knows not what she's done.
I'm okay with that. Because Peter Steele is Peter Steele, man. He was just I don't know, something about the guy.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna use my add-on because I really have one band that you guys will both have something to say about, and then another band that only Lynch will have something to say about. As you were talking about pop videos from the 80s, Richard Marx came to my head. So I added Richard Marx to my list. The video I love is also my favorite Richard Marx song of all time, Hazard. Great performance pieces. The story flows really well. The interlude where there's the spoken piece between the kid and Mary, and then the cops are doing what they do. I still think the cop did it. If you watch the end of that video, he's got a little smirk on his face. The cop killed that girl and blamed it on the kid. The one that I hate is Don't Mean Nothing. I've always just, that video annoys the piss out of me. And I've hated, I hate the song. I hate the song too.
So we'll go back to like the early days of MTV.
Mm-hmm.
Lionel Richie.
Okay, I'm in.
My favorite
Lionel.
My favorite Lionel video is "Dancing on the Ceiling."
Okay.
My least favorite is "Fucking Hello."
Okay, I was just writing "Hello" down as my least favorite. My favorite video though was "Running with the Night."
That's a good one too. That is a good one too. I think "Dancing on the Ceiling" kind of trumps that one a little bit.
I'm not going to use the I liked it until I'm not going to say I liked it until I didn't. I liked it the first couple times I saw it, and then it was just like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm just
that's one of the maybe it's because of the song. I mean, my dad was a huge Commodore Lionel Richie fan, so
okay.
I heard Lionel in the house a lot. But that's always a video that if I happen to see it on YouTube, I'll let it play out. Or if I happen to stumble on a music channel that actually played videos with the initials MTV, I would let it play out.
First things first.
It's fun.
He's stalking the blind girl. Okay. And how does the blind girl know what he looks like? And she makes the bust, and he doesn't have that big. He's not Sergeant Slaughter. His chin doesn't come out to here, but that bust, he's like Black Sergeant Slaughter.
Where's she making it out? Tootsie Rolls? How does he know he's brown? How does he know he's brown?
Exactly. This is how I always pictured you.
That's the color of the clay.
Why don't you shut up?
I know. Shut up. Fucking Hermit over there, fucking Colorado. I'm gonna have a little graphic made that I'm gonna be able to pipe into the video. Expert opinion.
That's because it's the color of the clay.
Oh my god.
Technicality.
She don't. She just knows that she got clay.
I thought of another one, and I'll do this one first. Twisted Sister. In the mid 80s, were the king of the music video. And yes, we're not going to take it as great, but my favorite was "I Wanna Rock." Easily.
Yeah.
We got
Sister.
What do you want to do with your life? I want to rock. Da, 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 da. Oh, fucking amazing. The least favorite video? Oh, God, it was so cringe. Leader of the Pack.
That was bad. That was bad.
The same record that had the most beautiful song about being a rock star on the road, The Price. And you give us Leader of the Pack.
Motorcycle song.
It is, but the fact that you have these tough guys who sing these bloodthirsty songs like, by the way, where'd you meet her? I met her at the candy store. No, you didn't. You picked her up on the tour bus, bitch. Tell the truth.
That was a thing back in that time, too, with they'd always put out like this campy 50s, 60s retro kind of music video. Like David Lee Roth did it with California Girls.
California Girls, Just a Gigolo, which was the 30s.
Which is a great combo song. You know, I think he performed it well. It's just a video. It's just like trash. I'll listen to the song. I won't watch it.
That's
I'm playing. Ooh,
I think Dave's got to take a shit, man.
There will come a day when youth will pass away.
What will they say about me?
That's one of the few songs performed by him that every time I hear it, every time I hear it, I just smile.
Oh yeah,
it does bring a smile without me, cause. All right.
To go.
That was Yankee Rose, and that's one of the best videos ever made.
I love that song.
Even if he's dressed like a bad 80s wrestler, complete with knee pads in that video.
That's the best Van Halen song that they never performed.
Exactly.
That is a song I could.
Your Honor. Nice tie, Your Honor. Mr. Student.
Tell me I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But you could hear Eddie playing that song.
Oh yeah,
you could hear Alex on the drums. I mean, it's a great fucking song.
Absolutely, 1000%. You brought up Queen earlier. I've got Queen on
Yeah.
my list. My favorite music, again, love these songs. One of these, I hate the video. I loved the video for The Show Must Go On, compilation of all their videos tied into one. Freddie's last recording ever was The Show Must Go On. And it was beautiful. The video I hate, Queen is a visual, they're a musical band, but their videos were always huge visual productions. The video for I Want It All was Queen in a warehouse. No.
Yeah,
That's not
way
Queen.
I think that was a last minute throw together thing. Hey, we need a video for this. Get suited up. Let's go. And that happened a lot. A lot of those like with performance pieces for like Poison, something to believe in, or Every Rose Has Its Thorn. You knew a video was coming, but they weren't going to spend a lot of money on it.
No.
So a lot of those the bigger songs videos were very low key.
Yeah. Like Patience.
Eyes are going to be on this, whether it's a fucking big performance, like huge arena performance, or actors acting it out. People are going to watch this video every time it's on.
Right.
And that's one of those songs.
Mm-hmm. There came a point in time, and I may be amongst the few, where if a new record came out and I hadn't seen a video yet, by a bigger band, I always listened to the song and I pictured what the video might look like in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So when the Scorpions' Savage Amusement came out in the late 80s, bought the record, I'm listening. The first track is Rhythm of Love. Became my favorite Scorpions video ever. I wonder what the video is going to look like. And it did not disappoint.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a couple of years later, they did disappoint me because I saw a bigger, grander production for Wind of Change. And they dropped the ball. Because Wind of Change was just garbage.
Again, most of the videos we hate were just, again, we need a
Tossed
video
together.
Let's do something. And you can tell because that song, even again, that's not a song you want to watch. You're listening to that song. A lot of the videos that were the big grandiose, like had production value and shit, they're good songs, but those are songs that actually could visually tell a story. Winds of Change.
You could have done.
You could have told a story with that. You could have set it in an era where you see things change and have it acted out by actors. But like one of my favorite Pink videos is "Beautiful Trauma," because the song's about domestic relationships and the domestic abuse,
Mm-hmm.
and
do we see somebody get her ass beat?
Yeah, sure.
I almost put a video like that on my list.
No, you don't. But you even muted, you can tell by what they're doing on screen what the song's about.
Okay.
And those are the videos that I kind of gravitated towards. I like the big production numbers. Some of them were cheesy, some of them sucked. There was a bunch of them like that fucking sucked. But like anything Backstreet Boys and I like in sync. It's just it's like 5 douchebags standing in front of a microphone, lip syncing.
Now, I got a question for you. Was there ever a video for a song that you liked that you think the band went overboard with the video? Like it could have been simpler. It could have been one way or the other. Because the first thing when I was making this list, the first video that popped into my mind, but I couldn't think of a really great video this band did, was Crocus. Screaming in the Night, and it looked like some fucking Conan the Barbarian knockoff with this 5'6" Danish singer with an afro as the hero.
Yeah,
no, Mark Sirachi, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. It was terrible.
Yes and yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I just know that I've seen them. And you're like, what the fuck is this all? What? This song's about titties and beer. I mean, what? We're getting Roadhead. Yeah, they're out there. I like that. That's why I don't like I Disappear. It's them doing
Okay.
Mission Impossible. It's them doing Mission Impossible things. It's so
Now that you mention it, I think I've seen the video twice, but I love the tune. But yeah, I've seen Lars running through and the glass is shattering.
Yeah,
and,
it's them doing Mission Impossible things, and no assholes you play instruments.
yeah.
And to your point with Crocus, no asshole, you're not Gonad the Barbarian. You're this tall and you have a fro.
Right.
So
you can't even get on the big kid rides at Six Flags. Sit the fuck down.
you're stuck with the fucking teacups, bitch. Tilt-a-roll and teacups are more your speed.
And for anybody who watches this,
Man, I guess I'm behind. I don't know. I've never put that much thought or attention into judging a fucking video.
Mark Herm, if you take 5 minutes out of your life and watch Crocus screaming in the night, do not blame me. I'm apologizing now to anybody who looks up that video. I am humbly apologizing. You shouldn't have to watch it, but once you see it, you'll be like, Burns was right about everything. He was. There is no way I buy this 4'8" guy. That's like a fucking Holy Diver. Nobody buys Ronnie James Dio with a sword. What are you going to do? Cut my ankles? Get over here. I'll step on your face.
I like it. It's
Well,
but it's Dio.
You know me. You guys.
He's
know
doing
me.
the move. He did the move.
You guys know how I watch things. I watch things with a fairly critical eye because of the,
It beats watching it with your lazy eye.
Well, fuck you. I'm into that. I'm into movies. They excite me, and the process and like the script, the story. So I look at shit with that critical eye. But I also know sometimes I have a hard time hitting the button to suspend disbelief, especially with movies.
See, with videos, I'm different. I'm with in the day of the music video, I want it to serve the song, but I also want it to take me someplace else that I didn't think of.
Right.
Nothing about, say, the shittiest Dokken video ever, Breaking the Chains, takes me to a different place. But then if you watch Dokken's Heaven Sent video, it tells the story of the song, but it takes you to the left a little bit. Then it takes you to the it makes this mystery out of the song. It's fantastic. If it serves the song, great.
A video that does that, to me, is my personal opinion, is Beastie Boys Sabotage.
Yes.
Because in your head, how you just based on the sound, it's going to be something gritty and set in that era.
Yep.
Well, what are they going to do with it? And
I remember
video captured it perfectly.
Yep, I remember Herm and I sitting watching a particular
over doing parkour is great, but the other guy doing whatever the fuck it was he was doing, that's some bullshit. I
remember Herm and I being mesmerized by the Tool video Sober.
Yeah.
And further on came Prison Sex, and we were mesmerized by that video.
Prison Sex with the little thing and it.
Yeah, and the drawer opened and the little guy popped out, and and then if you fast forward a couple years, I was in the Uncas Grill working overnights, grave shift, and somebody had on MTV, and the Schism video played, and what got me originally was the they were playing the bass line, the low bass line, crank, ding, crank, ding. And it's hypnotizing. Then you watch the video and it's like you can't move. You have to watch this fucking video. And when the video was over, it's like you snapped out of it. Like, what's his name from Jimmy What's His Nuts that Q105 always trotted out every fucking Jim Spinato. He snapped his fingers and you were cured. Fuck, Jim Spinato. Great guy.
Tool was we're always on point with their videos. Same with Nine Inch Nails.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nine Inch Nails. Trent Reznor, for his, you love him or hate him, I love him. I happen to love him.
Oh yeah, his videos were great. He ruined it for an entire genre when Ozzy Osbourne and LL Cool J and every band between 94 and 96 made the same fucking video. He was the first, though.
Well, and when you the first time you see something like that, you set a high mark and a high level of expectation.
Bingo.
So you have it in your head. This is my benchmark. If you need to beat this to impress me, and that happens in movies too. It happens in everything entertainment.
Yeah.
We were watching a show on Amazon Prime, The Bondsman with Kevin Bacon. Getting really into the show. Then I read a couple days later, fucking canceled.
That's like The Outsiders, man. I love that. Oh,
great fucking show. Canceled. Why?
Did you check out The Outsiders?
No, I didn't.
It's on a streaming service now. I want to say it's on Hulu. A fantastic show. It only ran 2 seasons. Why it got cut, I'll never know. Just the storyline is so fucking compelling. Marsh is not with us. Obviously, he's taking care of some business. I did watch the Pee Wee Herman documentary.
I started to.
Oh my God, fantastic.
I watched episode 1.
Yep, episode 2 is just as good as episode 1, if not better.
So this isn't
so good.
This isn't a spoiler or anything, I don't think. But
he never
told the documentary producer that he was sick.
No, they mentioned that at the end of the doc. Just so you know, spoiler alert, they mentioned that.
Yeah, no, no.
And I wouldn't have expected him to anyway.
No, he was like this most private human being on earth up until he was making this doc.
He got caught spanking in the theater.
Well, that and when he was making the documentary, he let some things out of the bag that shocked the shit out of me.
Right.
So it is what it is. I'd be interested to know with 11 minutes left. I'm going to leave my last band out of it. I don't even care because nobody's going to give a fuck other than me about Rat. But unless you want me to, Herm.
Yeah, what do you got?
All right, my favorite Rat video, Nobody Rides for Free, which was from the movie Point Break. So you had the performance, you had the clips of the movie. It was done on a beach with like these really crazy white curtains, and the band looked fantastic. I have to mention Over the Top, and the video, if I never see the video for a song that I love, if I never see the video for Way Cool Jr. ever again, it'll be too fucking soon. Hated that video. I hate anything that employs little cartoons in it.
Well, it's like Warrant Cherry Pie versus Warrant Uncle Tom's Cabin.
No, but nothing beats Uncle Tom's Cabin. Nothing.
Uncle Tom's Cabin is a great fucking video. Cherry Pie. That
is a video. If you are a young band and you want to see what a simple yet effective video looks like, you sit down and you show them Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Oh, Damn Yankees High Enough. Perfect example of that as well.
Oh, fantastic.
You can get from the gist of what you're seeing, what the story's about.
Well, that's because Nugent doesn't fuck around.
That's right.
This is true.
Point
Nugent does not fuck around. That video is just mostly Nugent.
And that young singer's got some pipes, let me tell you.
A kid who can sing.
Oh, Jack Blades?
Nugent on lead. That's it.
Well, the fact that they swapped vocals on that, Jack Blades and Tommy Shaw, makes that song so layered. And the video was, the guy and the girl trying to run away from the law and the shootout, and then Nuge comes out playing his badass zebra stripe guitar, and the cops are shooting at him, and the bullets are about to. Nuge doesn't give a fuck. He's still wearing his wraparound Dale Earnhardt glasses, just nailing shit.
He's got them wraparounds on, stuff like wraparounds. He don't give a fuck.
Damn.
Eminem's another one where most of his videos I really like. I think one of his best videos is Stan.
I like the one for, I can't remember the name of the song. Herm will help me out with this. 2 trailer park girls go round the outside. That video where it's comic, but it's him, but it's like a comic book storyboard. And he's like, they're Batman and Robin. And yeah, that one. Fuck, tell me the name of the goddamn song.
Real Slim Shady.
Yeah, the Real Slim Shady.
Is that the name of the song?
It's off it's off that album. It's Oh yeah, you're
Without
right.
Me. It's Without Me.
Yeah.
It seems so empty without me. Da, 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 da. A little known video that I love is Everlast, Black Jesus. They call me White Devil, Black Jesus. It's done in black and white. Everlast.
First time I ever heard that.
Everlast to me could read the Declaration of Independence, and I'm going to buy the record. He's that damn good. He can rap. He can do the blues. He can do everything. But that blues record he did, Eat It Joe's, fucking phenomenal. Still in heavy rotation on my iTunes.
Going against my normal the likes for music video, I love the music video for Foo Fighters' "Learn to Fly."
Oh God! Dave plays every fucking part in that video.
And then the one for where it's he's making fun of the Mentos commercial.
I know the video. I can't think of the song.
I think it's Big U. But
Maybe.
yeah, because it's his sense of humor. I mean, it's going to pour throughout the music video. A band that I hate most music videos from is Bare Naked Ladies. I appreciate their music, but their videos just fucking suck.
Correct. Did I tell you I was addicted to Bare Naked Ladies music? And I went to my therapist, and my therapist said, "How long has this been happening?" It's like, it's been 1 week.
1 week since I looked at you.
I'll tell you a band that really doesn't make a lot of good music videos, but Godsmack, the video for Crying Like a Bitch is fantastic. On-stage performances, plus they had a tie-in with the UFC where they were showing UFC fighters and training and fights. And
you talk about over the top.
Go ahead.
I Stand Alone.
I've never seen the video. I'll have to look.
All right. That's the one with it from the Scorpion King soundtrack.
Again, I've never seen the video.
Right. That's back when they were kind of starting to not make music videos anymore.
Yeah, that tracks. If we're going to talk about, we got 6 minutes left. Ghost is a band that is made for music video without fucking question. All of them, I could say all of them are my favorites except one. But if I had, gun to my head, I would put Mary on a Cross, number one. Close second, Dance Macabre. But the worst video they ever made, and it's a fantastic fucking song, is Rats. If you've never seen it.
That video. I don't like that video.
With the pirouettes and you'd think he was making a goddamn Bonnie Tyler video.
That's another one over the top for what the song's about. I mean, come on. Whoa. See, I know I've seen them. When I hear them in context, yep, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
That's fucking way over the top video. And that's why it sucks.
Understood. All right. If you had to pick, there's a gun to your head. What is your favorite music video of all time?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Mine will shock you. Mine will shock you, and you'll ask me why.
You know what? I don't know. It's kind of impossible.
Okay.
It's like, who's your favorite kid?
Emma.
I mean, well, if you had 6 kids.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. Herm said Breton. He knows. Yeah. Everybody knows Bobby was the favorite in the Brady Bunch.
Oh, prick.
Peter broke the vase. Mom always said, don't play ball in the house.
That's right.
And Cindy was a tattletale.
That's right. I'm not helping you, snitch. What's your most memorable? How's that?
Most memorable. You're gonna laugh. Mm-hmm. We Are the World.
Okay.
Because there was a lot of artists big at the time that I liked, like Cyndi Lauper, Michael Jackson. I mean, you name it. The list goes on and on and on of stars in that. Fucking Huey Lewis, who I loved. Huey Lewis.
You can't name a bad.
I remember that's like, I remember where I was the first time I saw it.
It's the Who's Who, yeah.
Thriller is another one like that.
Okay.
the first time I ever saw a 9-inch Nails video. I don't remember which one it was, but it was when they first came out, and it was on a video cassette where they did the video EPs.
Mm-hmm.
That was my introduction to 9-inch Nails, not on MTV. My friend Nick was infatuated with 9-inch Nails.
Wasn't their first video Closer?
I think so.
That's a fantastic fucking video.
They had videos for their first album, Pretty Hate Machine.
Mm-hmm.
But they were this very weird industrial, like, in a warehouse type shit. Well, when they started going into the mind bending shit.
Yeah, the industrial metro gimmick schnabitz, yeah.
Tool is another one. I can picture in my head Schism, Stinkfist, all those songs, how the videos go in my head.
I have two. And one is a band everybody knows, but it's a video not everybody probably has seen. Def Leppard, Women, the first single off of Hysteria. That video to me is perfection. Gorgeous. The second video came on, like you said, one of those video EPs. I would get these monthly videos. I think they were called Heavy Metal Mania or some bullshit. And this was the last song on a video that included Yngwie Malmsteen, Kiss, Deep Purple, all sorts of great videos. And the last video, I watch it maybe once a month. I love this video. Zodiac Mind Warp and the Love Reaction, Prime Mover.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look
it
that
is
up.
Low budget and cheesy and fun. Before we do Speedway, while we're on break, use your gimmick phone, go to the YouTube, look up Zodiac Mind Warp Prime Mover. You will have so much fun with this video. It's unreal. And if I have to have an honorable mention, Brittany Fox, Girl School. A great fucking video. Herm, you got a favorite video at all? Other than the one you and your wife made last week that I have? And if you want that, I'll take $29.99 and Herm will get 50% of the profit.
What's the name of that band?
Zodiac Mind Warp.
Got it.
Trust me, I think they have but one video.
No,
It's cheese. It's every shitty movie you like. Go ahead, Herm.
I don't really have a favorite video.
Okay. If you guys are interested as we close out tonight, you the listener, you the watcher, you the loyal faithful, and you want to see the video to the song that opens our show, look up Small Town Titans, Me, Myself, and Monster. It's a performance video in their recording space. Very fucking cool. And you'll say, that voice comes out of that guy? It's unreal. But we're to take our leave of you. Lynch, you have your homework. Zodiac Mind Warp.
It's already queued up on my YouTube.
All right. So we'll see you in the comment section. Herm, we'll see you in 30 minutes on the Speedway Review. All of you, will see you next week. If you have questions, comments, topics, whatever, stop making us do the thinking. Tell us what you want. JunctionDysfunctionShow@gmail.com, or just do what the rest of you do and email us.
Yeah, bitches. Hoes.
You got it. And that's the way it is. Good
Oh,
night.
there it is.
Good
And
night.
That's the rest of the story.
Oh, shit. You went Paul Harvey
I'm
on my
Paul
ass.
Harvey, and that's the rest of the story.
Heard Palter Cronkite.
Palter Cronvy.
Palter Cronvy is in the house. Oh, dude. We are out of here.
Peace out, bitches.
Brought to you by Centrum Silver.
And no, you're not a good representation for that. Central Silver has brain
Preparation 8.
You need brain support.
We need lots of brain support.
I'm Ricky Rackman telling you to keep one foot in the gutter and one fist in the gold. See you next time.
Hi, this is my new band, Prolapse Rectum. Please listen to our greatest hit, Anal Wart Exposure.
And there's no mention of Adam Curry ever on this show.
We will not be talking about Adam Curry.
You know, remember that one time Adam Curry came over for coffee?
Bye.
Good night.
Dicks.